Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video on this testing program I wrote to help you get some practice with objects and classes, but also to introduce you to test-driven development. So I have this repo, and I'll put this in the notes and the Slack, so you don't have to go here. But we're just going to clone this, and I'll show you how to get started. So it's, as a review, it's git clone, then you paste the repo, okay, then ls, make sure it's there, cd into new dash objects, and then open it with Visual Studio Code. And if that doesn't work for you, you can just, drag it to your Visual Studio Code. So once you're in the program, you open a terminal and write npm I, and this will install the dependencies. So if you're curious, I wrote this using Mocha and Chai, I think, which are testing frameworks if you don't know what those are. If you don't, it's okay. So to get this to work, you just run npm test. And this will give you a list of failing tests. And if you're curious, my tests are in here if you want to look at the tests. If you don't understand this, then don't worry about it. So I will go through and do the objects tests for you as an example, and then you guys can do the classes on your own. If you understand after a couple of examples, you can stop the video and do them on your own. But I just, for everybody who's not as clear as to what is going on here, I'm going to do a couple examples. So the first object, so if you scroll through here, you can see all the tests. So for objects, it should say, let's see, so you just basically go through the failing tests and fix them. So it says objects, change the code in src/objects, which you just go into the src directory, go into the objects objects file, and it'll say what you need to do. So I'm going to go down to number 8, and it says number 8, objects, change code in src/objects to get the test to pass. A person should be an object. And then also I want to get you in the habit of reading these errors, even though it looks like gibberish at this point. It probably looks like gibberish at this point. Get in the habit of reading these. They'll start to make sense the more you read them. So it says a person should be an object. So I'm going to go to person. Right now it says null. So I'm going to change null to a JavaScript object. Okay, and I'm going to save the file and then rerun npm test. And then if you scroll up, you'll see that that test is passing. Okay, so it also says a person should have a name property. So I'm going to give my person a name, and I'm going to set it to an empty string for now. And I go through and I run npm test again. And you'll see that now that test is passing. Okay, so it also says a person should have an age property. So I'm going to give the person an age and set it to 0 just to give it a value. Then I run npm test again. Okay, then you'll see that that test is passing. So basically, okay, and then finally it just says have a say hello method. So I'm going to do that. It says say hello. Actually, let's do, yeah, that's fine. Say hello. There we go. Oh, I had to do a comma up here, that's why. Okay, and then run the test again. And I've written the test so that hopefully it'll guide you through what you need to do. So, this still isn't passing. So it says it's test number 8. So go down to test number 8. It says change gives you the exact directory where you need to go. You can actually hover over this and it'll take you where you need to go. And it says person should have a say hello method. Okay, so I do, but it's still failing. But I'll read the assertion error. It says expected undefined to equal high. So if a function doesn't have a set return value, it's going to return undefined by default. So what I'm going to do to get this to pass is give my method a return, and I'm going to return the string high. Okay, so I run my tests again, and now you'll see that all tests are passing. Okay, so you're basically going to go through, do the same thing with the classes file. So go into src classes. I have the file here just to get you started, and then just add things to the person and the employee to get it to pass. Ignore everything below this line. This is just so my test will work. Okay, so I hope that helps. I think I love test-driven development. I think it's kind of fun. I mean, it's like once you're done, once you get all the tests to pass, there's a solution branch if you want to cheat, but try not to. Oh, never mind. Let me do this. So once everything is passing, it'll look like this. Close these so you don't see. Okay, so once everything's passing, you have all green. And again, it's kind of fun. It's kind of satisfying when everything passes and you get all the tests to pass. It's kind of like a little puzzle or a game. I know some of you probably have a more conservative definition of fun, but anyway, I digress. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks.